Greeley, have you seen that again? And listen, I'm all over Trump a lot, and I know I anger some people over that. But in this case,
it's all right.
They're running with the story that the Polish First Lady snubbed President Trump, which is completely not true. If you look at the video, you got to watch the full video.
Right.
If you watch it where they edit it, it looks like he reaches out. She walks right by him and says basically "screw you" and goes to Melania. And then you watch Trump's face.
Right.
He seemed a bit slighted. He did.
Yeah.
But then she came back and shook his hand. She didn't see him. If you watch the whole video, but they're not going to show you the whole video.
Maybe she's doing a first lady to first lady thing first.
I think. Well, and remember when she started to if you watch the video, she started to go towards the first lady when the presidents were shaking hands. Yeah. So, as a matter of fact, I guess that's not it. But anyway, there's more shaking hands going on.
I listened to a speech last night on the way home from Rick Zuccaro's rehearsal, and it was a great speech he gave. It was really well received by the Polish people.
And I think that is the handshake, the handshake snob. And now you got what's his name, Rivera. There
is that all we got to talk about?
Is that? I mean, we're now debating this handshake snob. It's just completely. Oh, they're saying it MSM. Is it MSNBC or
mainstream media?
MSN. Mainstream media invents the thing.
So Trump didn't do the hair slick thing, but he did do his traditional wave afterwards. So, she missed it. Hey,
hey.
Is this the first time, by the way, that the President Trump is meeting with Putin? Is this the first time?
I think face to face.
Well, I mean, as far as we know. You know, well, I do. You got to be thinking
Chuck's
though,
on line one.
That for Putin, you got to be thinking he's got to be Vladimir Putin's got to be like, I cannot wait to see the hair in person, just to see what it really is all about. So,
hey, look who's here!
All right, Greeley, come on in there, Rick Zuccaro. How you doing, man? Good to see you. I heard you guys were rehearsing till very late last night, and I get that. So, first of all, Greeley, you'll be a part of Sunday's post-race party. And, of course, playing along with Classified, Larry Desiato will be with you as well as Showtime and Gridley Page in front of 45,000 people. It's a pretty exciting event on Sunday morning.
That's going to be pretty cool. You know, Classified did the finish line party several years in a row, long time ago. So it's nice to come back and play with the guys in Showtime, and we love the fact that it's local guys doing it this year. We don't care who it is, but you know, Showtime is like one of the best in the area, and we're pretty really looking forward to doing it. Scott Rutledge is running the race. I'm going to have his trumpet for him. He's going to run right up to the stage. I'm going to hand his trumpet. He's going to hit Beginnings by Chicago. That's how we have it planned.
That's really cool. Now, I have to say, too, that Classified celebrating an anniversary this year.
This is our 25th anniversary,
And so is Showtime this year.
Really?
Along with the I just was talking to Joe with Showtime, and he said, we have an anniversary coming up this year as well.
We all started when we were like 8 years old.
All about the same time, And so you
Andrew
got
goes,
the Boilermaker, which will really technically be celebrating their 40th anniversary next year, but 40 years of Boilermaker history this year. So just a lot going on, and to have you guys all a part of it is really cool.
And it all kicks off with this young man right here.
Saturday night. And this has become a great tradition. I'm not sure people understand what you're doing for the music program around the area in terms of giving pianos to people.
Yeah, thanks a lot for bringing that up. Yeah, that's something I'm very proud of. We've every time we've performed, the goal was to give one Yamaha piano away into the elementary schools, and then I go to the schools and I donate the piano. I play for the kids, and it's fun at the schools. I get all the kids, singing along, and we write songs together. It's a lot of fun, but it ended up becoming a lot more than one. We've done, in the last 6 shows, we've given away 16 Yamaha pianos.
Wow.
And this show we have 4 going out at least. Because some other companies have gotten on board and said, hey, we want to donate one too. Will you go play for the kids if we donate one? And I said, of course. So we've got 4 more pianos we'll be donating. at this show unless anyone calls me and says, we're in for one, so we'll be up to 20.
I do have to tell you, I was over at Big Apple Music testing out the pianos over there, and it's really quite interesting how these electric pianos, these keyboards, have the weighted keys, and they feel like it's a real piano.
Yeah, they've been nailing that a little better each year.
Yeah,
You
keep talking. I got to grab something. Go ahead.
Yeah, they came out with a weighted action keyboard, a lot of years ago. But each year they get it, more and more perfected. They got it. Yamaha has the newest one that I just got. It feels exactly like my Yamaha Grand that's in my house, so it's pretty incredible.
Remember the original Yamaha CP70s?
I had one.
You had one. Did you carry a piano tuner with you? Because before
I had to
every
tune
show,
it. Yeah, we tuned it before every show. Yeah,
but it was real strings, a real piano. It was the first one to make the stage like that.
As long as we have you guys here, I thought I'd play you a little tune. See if I can get this right.
All right.
Love it.
Very good.
A little twist.
It's not
a little twist.
Yeah. A little hard to do it on the iPad.
Oh, there you are on an iPad.
Yeah, it's on an iPad.
Wow, that's
just
cool.
Thought your talent,
amazing. Yeah,
I've seen some bands on YouTube now. They get like 4 or 5 people playing an iPad.
It's really cool.
Awesome. Yeah,
yeah. It's all right. So let's talk about Saturday night, and we have a pair of tickets that we're going to give away in a second. But you do a Billy Joel thing, and you on the keyboard. It's amazing. It sounds like you're Billy Joel. I mean, I hate to say, I don't hate to say it. It's pretty cool.
It's funny. I started playing the piano when I was 9, and Billy Joel's 11 years older than me, so he was 20 years old at the time, and he already had a lot of smash hits out. So my music repertoire right from 9 years old was playing Billy Joel, Elton John, and those kinds of musicians from back in those days. I don't look a lot like Elton John, so I figured I better do a Billy Joel show.
You do have a little bit of a Billy Joel look to you.
A little bit.
I'm just saying. So
you look a lot better than Billy Joel these days.
Hopefully I do look 11 years younger because I am 11 years younger.
All right, so just explain. This is a benefit for the Stanley Theatre, which we will do anything we can to help out the Stanley.
Last year we were able to raise about $12,000 for the Stanley, so we're hoping to do something similar or more. And we also gave away 7 pianos. So at that show last year we raised, the pianos were about $1,000 a piece, so we raised about $19,000 for the community at that last show. We've done 6 shows and raised $28,000 with them.
Nice.
Yeah. For the
and to the kids, pianos, but to the Stanley, this money is it's about operating costs and making improvements. And Greeley, I know you're on the board over there.
So was Rick.
Greeley got me involved about a year ago. Yeah, Greeley's been on the board about 20 years now or so.
Like 93.
Yeah.
Like that,
And it's
roof work done, right?
Yeah, that place always needs something.
Yeah,
I had no idea what it cost to run the Stanley. I mean,
you can only imagine.
And it's our hometown theater. We can't lose that.
How many light bulbs? Do you know that? I had that question years ago, but I'm wondering how many light bulbs in the Stanley. Just think about that for a second.
If you'd asked me that like 7 months ago at a board meeting, I'd be able to tell you. But it's 4 figures. It's a lot.
Oh yeah, it's an enormous
most
number.
Most of them to LEDs too. So that's starting to save us a little bit of money now.
We need new front doors actually right now. And the cost of those are staggering.
Can you do one thing though on the LEDs? And I'm a stickler for this. You have to get the yellow lights, not yellow necessarily, but they now are finally coming around with the LED lights that look like a natural incandescent light. Okay. I hate the fluorescent look.
Just last night we stopped.
My wife is like nuts about this.
We were under a spotlight.
Right. We were somewhere last night. Everything was very, very white. The Philips makes an awesome light bulb that when you dim it slightly, it takes that yellow look of an old light bulb, which
takes the edge off of it.
It takes that fluorescent edge off.
You ready to stop?
I am.
Really, I'm just saying.
I'm expecting to hear all about it in the next board meeting.
This is important to me. So you don't look like you have fluorescent lights when you walk into a beautiful facility like the Stanley. So,
Billy, can we invite all the children from the 16 schools that I donate pianos to? I'd love to see them at the show. They're a lot of fun. When I go to the schools, I go there to do something nice for them, but I end up getting back in my truck driving away going, oh my God, those kids were incredible. But the kids 12 and under are free at all of our shows. So, so bring the kids out because at the end of the night, we love to put them on stage, and
really
sing along.
All right. So, if you would, the details. So it's tomorrow night at the Stanley, a benefit for the Stanley and for local kids. You're going to do all Billy Joel stuff, and you have a great lineup of musicians. Yeah,
we've got an 8-piece band with. Turns out we ended up with 6 lead singers in the band. So. Okay. So we showcased the entire band. So, nice. Of course, we got Greeley on bass, Chris Mandry on drums, Mark Bolos is on guitar and vocals, Scott Rutledge, trumpet and vocals, Michael Leamy, sax vocals, Julia Scranton, his background singer, my brother Ron Zuccaro, he comes in from Syracuse, and he's been playing Billy Joel with me all our lives. So we got a nice lineup. We've got a full video production, and we'll probably get a couple kids up there doing some musical things with us. Cool. And should be fun.
All right, how do they get tickets, by the way?
You can call the Stanley box office or go to stanley.org.
Okay.
And tickets are what? They start at $15.
Tickets start, they're like $15 to $40, depending on where you want to sit. Tickets start at $15. Kids 12 and under are free.
Beautiful. And again, it's a great benefit, great cause, great Boilermaker moment. It gives you eat some carbs and kind of relax with a little Billy Joel action.
You know what I like about it is that we started this out 4 years ago to be an annual concert.
Yeah.
And so far, annual Boilermaker concert. And so far, it's our 4th annual in a row. So, hopefully we're starting on a roll. Like Tim Reed said when we started this whole thing, he says the Boilermaker didn't start out big at once.
Yeah.
Listening to some of his stories this morning, it's kind of funny, like, picking up the cups and stuff.
Yeah. The shovel in the cups,
But it starts, we got mentioned
start
on the,
small and then it builds. So we're hoping that this tradition continues way after me and
we're listed in their schedule of events now, which is a great thing. We got to thank the Boilermaker.
Yes,
we've got to thank the Carbone Auto Group because it takes a lot of money to put our show on. And because we got a full video production, the whole bit, and there's a lot of people involved. We're trying to make it look and sound as close to a Billy Joel show as possible. But it's a fun night out. I mean, if you're looking for a fun night out, the doors open at 5 o'clock. There's cash bar for the first hour, and then the show is a 2-hour power-packed Billy Joel show. And right in the middle, maybe about 15, 20 minutes, we'll give some pianos away.
Very nice.